Good afternoon. This is Jerry Canuster for Los Banos today, and we are here in an undisclosed location in Gustine, California. We are following up on an incident that happened in Newman on January the 5th on an attempted robbery at a Dollar General store. And with me today, there is an individual who may have seen and heard something more about about that incident that we want to pass on to you. So with me here today is an individual who would like to share some of that information. So sir, can you tell me, what have you heard about what happened there in Newman?
Well, I've heard just what you have reported, but at the time and incident that morning, I was coming back from breakfast and stopped at a donut shop there that's close to Dollar General, and noticed an individual on the phone and looking toward Dollar General calling 911, and listened to what he was saying, and looked out and saw the incident that was happening at Dollar General. And when the individual got off the phone, I asked him, what was going on, and he was talking about two individuals that had walked past an auto shop on 33 and were trying to open doors. So, they kind of eyeballed each other, you're seeing us doing things we shouldn't be doing. And he said he gave the gesture under his coat to the gentleman, like, I've got something under here, and kind of walked by. So that's why he was following him as he walked to Dollar General and was watching what they were doing. And there were two individuals at the time that were over there. One went into the store, and then there was another individual that was outside the store that never actually went in. So as we're watching the events unfold, there was something going on. He was talking to the 911 dispatcher, to get some people over here. Well, we knew there were no police in Newman because of the funeral that was going on. Well, probably about 5 minutes later, 6 minutes later, as the guy that never went into the store, he was motioning to the fellow that was in the store, come on, let's just get out of here. And he started walking back down the highway. And as the individual was trying to come out of Dollar General, the manager was standing at the door and wouldn't let him in. So as he was the taller of the two, the one that never went in, when he was walking down the street, he was coming closer to the donut shop, I leaned over to the owner of the donut shop and asked her for her keys to lock the doors, because we didn't know if something had happened yet. Well, as he went by and he disappeared around the corner, that's when about 4 Stanislaus sheriff's cars came flying up, and they flew open the doors, grabbed the guns, and they were making a beeline over to Dollar General at that time. So when they got the other individual into the car and everything, as they were walking back to the car, we were inside the donut shop going, do they know that there was another guy? So I went out, and as the sheriff was walking, I go, are you guys looking for the other one? And he said, what did he look like? And I just told him which direction he went, and they went back over to the auto body shop where they were doing a search inside there to see if he was inside the auto body shop.
And the sheriff, did they find anybody there at the auto body shop?
We stood outside the auto body shop for probably an hour while they were searching, and I hadn't seen them pull anybody out of there, and I didn't see anybody there. But there were reports from people at AutoZone across the street that they had noticed the tall individual, that he just kept walking down the street. So, by the time everything was over, who knows which way he went. So.
Okay. And the fellow that was in the Dollar General store, I understand you said that the manager prevented him from coming out of the store?
Yeah, he looked like he was trying to come out, and the manager just kept him there. And when the sheriffs got there with their guns and had his hands up and stuff, the ambulance got there, the fire truck got there. So I don't know if the manager hit the fire alarm, because all of a sudden everybody showed up. Okay. So, and then they got him on the ground, and then they got him into the squad car. And then it seemed like everything shifted over to the auto place looking for the other individual.
So the individual that got into the store didn't have a gun, as far as you know?
Not that I know. I didn't. Like I said, I was on the other side of the street, at a kitty corner from there. So we didn't even think about there being a gun, except for what the the guy that called 911 said that they had just motioned under their jacket.
So when you saw this second alleged accomplice, could you describe him? Was he tall? Was he short?
He was a tall Caucasian guy, had tattoos on his neck. He was wearing I remember him wearing a Golden State Warrior like sweatshirt. So he was a tall individual. But the way they were walking around and stuff, so you could tell they were on something. So it was, you know, we didn't go out and try to stop anybody. You know, we weren't gonna play heroes. That wasn't our job.
Well, okay. And you mentioned all this information to the Stanislaus sheriff.
Yes. And that's when they radioed, and they had the dog squad. They had everybody lined up over there looking for if they could find anything.
So as far as you know, as far as we know, he's still out on the loose.
Yeah, I haven't even. Your story was the first one that I had read anything about it, except what was on Facebook when people were talking about it that morning.
Oh, great. Okay. Well, thank you very much. Is there anything else you wanted to add on to the story?
No, that's about it.
Okay. So now we have a potential second accomplice that was involved with this robbery at the Dollar General store in Newman. All this was happening during the funeral services for Officer Singh, a fallen individual, a fallen officer in the line of duty. So we will hope to get some more information as the progresses, as this thing unfolds. In the meantime, this is Jerry Knuster for Los Banos Today, your news, your town. Thank you.